Hey champions, Joe Navarro here. How do you build a huge team? Whether you're just getting started or whether, maybe you're a veteran and you have hit a plateau, you've hit a road bump, you're not bringing on new distributors, you're not earning the incentive trips, you're not, advancing in your paychecks, maybe you're stuck. Or maybe you're a brand new person and you have a desire to build a huge team, to create wealth for you and your family in network marketing, but you just really don't know how to get started. You're having problems talking to one person, let alone imagining inspiring a movement of thousands of distributors in your organization. Well, that's what I'm going to help you do today. I'm going to unlock some things in your mind that open up some pathways in your brain that really show you how it's possible to inspire the people around you to join your team, and so you can build a big business, okay? And let me start by saying this. My wife and I, we have a successful business, and in 2016, we kind of hit that roadblock. There was a 2-year span where we didn't earn any incentive trips, our checks didn't grow, we weren't bringing on new distributors, our numbers had dropped. And I read a book called Tribes. That's what I call this training. And in that book, I caught something. You got to take the meat and spit out the bones. And I caught this principle that he was teaching about inspiring people, starting a movement. I applied that to my business. What's happened since then? We've earned every single incentive trip. We have brand new distributors who are on fire and they're succeeding. Our income has doubled. And so I'm going to teach that to you. It's 4 steps. Are you ready? Let's get rocking and rolling. And number 1 is you have to know what you want. Sounds simple enough. But in 2016, I looked at my business and I realized I had gotten stale because I didn't have a fresh vision, fresh dreams, and fresh goals. Now, where does that come from? I just went to NASA. You have to go check out NASA. It is amazing, the history to where we're going, these rockets, the mission to Mars that they got planned right now. It's amazing, but all that amazing stuff, people literally in space right now, do you know where it starts? It starts with a sketch pad. They say we go from sketch pad to launch pad. And I couldn't remember the last time I had written goals down. I had written a list down of names. I wasn't working from a list. Everything happens twice, once on paper and then once in reality. So in November 2016, my wife and I, we got a loan for 1 hour. And I just started to write the income I was going to be making, the man I was becoming, the husband I wanted to be, the dad I wanted to be, the leader I wanted to be for my team, right? And so that'll give you clarity. And in the marketplace, clarity in the marketplace makes you a bright, shining light. You're like a magnet. The next time you get on a plane, are you getting on that plane because you know where the plane's going? Or of course you are. And so if you want people to get on your plane, you have to know where you're going. All right, so vision, dreams, and goals. That's number 1. All right, number 2, you need to decide to lead. What I teach our team is study, do, teach. Study, do, teach. My first year in my business, the first training I went to, I saw that training and I said, I can give this training. So the next time I was in front of prospects, I was giving them the same information I had learned. I probably didn't know as much as my sponsor, but I knew more than the people I was in front of. So the man with one eye in the land of the blind is king. So you got to ask yourself this question. You may be going to the events, you may be, working from a list, you may be listening into the calls, you may be following, but are you leading? You see, most people in our industry, they're not seeing the success that they should be having, that they think they should be having, because they're still following and not leading. You need to take ownership of your business. It's like when we had our first child. My mother-in-law came and helped us for 1 week, and then she said, this is your baby. And we were like, we had to figure some things out. So study, do, teach. What do you know? It's not what you don't know, it's what do you know, and then you're excited to pour. You're like a funnel. You're not like a bucket. You're excited to pour into all the people around you. You're doing calls, you're doing webinars, you're doing Zooms, any information, whether it's product, services, business, you are training and equipping your team. So come out from that rock. If you were hiding in 2018 for fear, you come out of that rock because people are waiting to be influenced, decide to lead. Number 3, make a ruckus. People are not going to follow anyone who's boring. The status quo, average, boring. You be you. I give you full permission to be excited about your service or your product or your business. Be excited and make a ruckus, okay? Number 4, stop trying to appeal and be like everyone else. When you stop trying to be like everyone else and you stop trying to appeal to everyone else, let me show you what happens. You see, this is so powerful. You know, I was struggling in business because I had tried to turn into a convincer. Let me show you what a convincer looks like. A convincer talks to people, but a convincer tries to convince people. This person is maybe Nancy negative. They tell me pyramid deals don't work. They tell me this and that. And instead of moving on, I'm trying to convince them. This person tells me supplements don't work and this doesn't work. And I try to come back with, knowledge and try to knowledge him. And I'm wasting time with these people. It's not for these people. Either it's not for them, they're not hungry enough, they don't desire change enough, or it's not the right timing in life. Okay, so remember, we are not in the convincing business. You are messengers. If you want to build a big team, if you want to inspire people, here's what you're going to have to do. You're going to have to go to your vision, your dreams, and your goals. You are the messenger. See, when I'm out there in the marketplace and I'm sharing my business with people, some will, some won't. So what? Who's next? Every time I post on Facebook, every time I open my mouth, I'm not doing it for all these people. I'm doing it because I'm sharing my vision. I'm sharing what I'm passionate about. And you know what? There's some times where I happen to catch someone who's ready. I happen to catch someone who's ready for change. I happen to catch those people. And that's why you're doing this. I wish I could tell you every person that's going to fall in line with your vision and your dreams and your goals, but it doesn't work that way. That's why it's a process and it's a numbers game. But I'm telling you this, the moment I stop trying to be like everyone else and I stop trying to appeal to everyone else, that's when I experienced the most growth. That's when I had the most change. That's when we even had the most fun, my wife and I. We kind of live by something called who cares. And what that is, we joke around and saying that's what's going to be on our tombstone. Because we ask ourselves this question, is what we're doing noble and good? And the answer is yes. And if the answer is yes, then who cares what Johnny thinks? Who cares what Pam thinks? Who cares what Kim thinks? Who cares what Brian thinks? Because along the way, you're going to find people who are serious about being a stay-at-home mom. You're going to find people who are serious about losing 100 pounds. You're going to find people who are serious, who are praying for your service that you offer. You're going to find them. So you don't try to appeal to these people. You have your vision, you have your dreams, you have your goals. When you decide to lead, when you make a ruckus, and when you stop trying to be like everyone else and appeal like everyone else, you are going to find some champions. That's it in a nutshell. And you know what I call this? I call this swag. It's going to take swag. And swag is not arrogance. It's not. It stops right at the line of arrogance, and it's stylish confidence. It's just belief. It's belief in yourself. It's belief in you. Knowing that there's people out there who they're literally praying, wishing, and hoping for you to come out and be bold and share the message. So share this message in 2019. I hope this impacted you like it did me. Apply it to your business. This is my gift to you, giving you guys training and content like this. So your gift to me is subscribing to my playlist and share this. Share this with your leaders on your team. Share this with your team and go have swag. Build a big business and build your tribes. Bless you guys.